Court said, no, you can't you can't prevent them from being able to sue.
Well, I mean, yeah, you sue anybody you want for whatever you want, but the whether or not it's going to hold up in court, I mean, you might be just setting yourself up for failure.
What, you just press the button while we're talking?
I mean, I can sue Nice Strike because he hurt my feelings, but it doesn't mean I'm going to win, you know?
I'm about to sue you for pressing the button without me being ready.
Originally did get thrown out. The problem is on the state court when it's a civil case, either side can appeal, unlike with a criminal case where only the defense can appeal. So when that judge threw the case out, it then went to the full state Supreme Court, and the full state Supreme Court said, no, you can't prevent them from suing.
Okay.
This is a violation of the federal law.
Oh, we're live.
I just need to issue a warning, okay? If you join the Hit or Miss panel, be prepared for the button being pressed and us being live before you know it. Just a warning. And if you can't accept that, then maybe you shouldn't be on the panel of Hit or Miss.
No, I'm just suing you.
Whatever.
Well, I ain't got nothing, so you're just going to get nothing.
Reloading chat.
No.
And remember, the views expressed in this panel are, in fact, the views of Night Strike and Hit or Miss. So I just want to say that right now. I mean, seriously, is there anything we really disagree on? Let's be honest, guys. Not really.
Anyways, welcome on Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike. Smeggy is still MIA. I think we're going to have to, mark him as killed in action.
Melted in action.
MIA.
he melted along with the spring winter.
Spring weather coming in.
Or the winter.
Are you calling Smeggy a snowflake?
No, I'm calling Smeggy a snowman because that's what
he's calling Smeggy a puddle.
He's a puddle right now. He's melted in action, man.
Okay, hold up. Okay, I'm introducing you guys, so shut up. Okay,
everybody talk.
I'll start muting people.
So how about that reloading chat?
AWAC, it's your turn.
I ain't going there this week, okay? I ain't going there.
Introduce yourself.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yes.
Hi, I'm AWAG 1000. I have a smiley face and a dark sense of humor.
And a fascination with AKs.
Yes, I have an innate fascination with AK pattern rifles.
Yes, so, he also has an inability to drive Jeeps in video games, apparently.
Yes, I can prove to you how bad I can drive in video games.
And bands. So,
just don't put me behind the wheel of Jeeps.
All right, but AWAG just for you.
Ooh.
So, just for you, AWAG.
So, if you can't distinguish AK racking, the AK racking that I just did is the Romanian PSL that I finally finished.
Yeah, this is just a 7.62 by 39.
That is one of the greatest sounds I've ever heard, both times.
David, I'm telling you, you need to come down south.
So eventually with the PSL, what I'm going to do, I know I'm kind of overusing my time here, but basically there is a military rifle match in April 16th. It's a Sunday. Hopefully I could get some recording going on for that. But I'm definitely going to put the rifle through its paces, and then if everything holds up and doesn't explode in my face, I'm probably going to get it Cerakoted stealth gray matte. So,
all right,
because right now it has a very, very chrome outside barrel.
Well, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. All right, David, what's going on?
Not too much, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for jumping in.
My pleasure.
All right. Rich, how about you?
I don't know.
What was that?
Well?
What was that?
What was that?
This is an AK variant. It's called a Vepr 12.
Oh, he's got a 12 gauge.
Oh, he's got 12 gauge. All right. All right. Awesome. Sandhills, what's going on?
Hi, my name is Sandhills. I'm a Pisces. I like long walks on the beach, pina coladas, and getting caught in the rain. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I'm also a fighter, so don't get any ideas.
Yeah, because, he's the YouTuber formerly known as the Spring Hill Shooter.
No, is this his introduction?
That's never been proven. That was only alleged.
that was totally proven.
Innocent until proven guilty in a court of Night Strike.
Well, in Night Strike, courts are very skewed, so remember, this isn't a democracy; it's a Night Strike dictatorship.
More of a kangaroo court.
Yeah, I also thought this was hit or miss and not the dating game, but
yeah, I thought so too. Anyways, next up is the Gun Snob. Snob, what's going on?
Just trying to decide if this is going to be a hit or a miss tonight. I'm here, so I thought it'd be a hit, but hell, I don't know.
It all depends. I don't know either. We'll see what happens.
I did just get through interviewing my president of my state Second Amendment Foundation. So,
what did he say?
You'll have to go watch the video on my channel.
Oh my, we may have to go watch his video.
It's well worth going to watch. That interview was awesome. That dude rocked.
Yeah, the guy did really good. I mean, me, not so much. That guy, really good.
All right, good. All right, Travis, last but not least.
Well, y'all got your fancy AKs. I got my 338 Nerf Pua. There we go. There's the sound of freedom. There you go. 338 Nerf Pua. You can store.
It's not
ammo.
April yet.
Yep,
it's not
I know.
April.
338 Nerf Pua, the gun that started it all. There you go. Look at that there. No, anyway, guys. This is Travis P11. Make sure you check out my channel on YouTube. I'm also on Gunstreamer, YouTube, guntube.org. Gun channels, check out the podcast Caliber Corner, which through the month of March will be on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Time on gunchannels.com. Otherwise, I think that's that about it. Sandhills, were you going to talk about the Nebraska Foundation at all? Were you going to mention anything, or do you want me to mention something about it, or you want to use the time to do that?
The Nebraska Strong Pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next hour on my channel.
All right, that's cool, man. No problem, man.
We can throw it out there. There is a for people who are aware of what Nebraska's facing from one end of the state to the other. We got rocked with floods and blizzards, in some places both. And there's a lot of livestock, a lot of crops, a lot of roads, a lot of houses, and a lot of lives that have been adversely affected by this. Some lives were even lost in the flooding. And so
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
So what's happening is anybody who's not close to Nebraska geographically and wants to help out, we are collecting some funds. There's a PayPal money pool that I've started, and 100% of the dollars collected will go to organizations that will keep the money here in Nebraska. So if you want to help Nebraska out, then your money will be guaranteed to stay here. We will find organizations that don't send it out of state or to other people. It'll stay here. So I'll be talking about that on 2A Tuesday. There's also a video up on my channel on YouTube, on Gunstreamer, and also on my Facebook page.
All right. So we need topics for tonight. I found a couple. I don't necessarily want to talk about, negative things tonight, but it seems like all we are ever faced with is negative news.
Can I go on a quick rant?
No, not if it's involving reloading, because I don't want to do reloading.
No, it's not reloading.
Or taxes.
No, not taxes either. It has to do with the parts kit distributor or seller or whatever the heck you want to call them. And I'm really, really mad about this.
Okay, go ahead.
I went to go buy a Yugoslavian M72 AB1, which is the paratrooper model parts kit, like 10 minutes ago on Numeric Gun Parts, and in little red text it says cannot ship to New Jersey, when I've bought multiple parts kits from them before, and it's just absolutely making me so mad because these parts kits are so rare and I want one so bad, and they're just like, oh no, we can't ship to New Jersey because New Jersey has a stupid ghost gun law that you can't buy parts kits, but I can buy the individual parts all at once, which is really, really freaking stupid, and it makes me so pissed off because I can't buy this parts kit.
Just hold on. So can I buy it for you and just ship it to you in separate envelopes? Is that legal?
Maybe.
Find out, and we'll take care of your problem. Done.
It might be. I mean, it's not a whole
Mad at
lot.
Numeric
I'll be more than
because-
happy to do that for you.
Yeah.
I'm just mad at Numeric because.
But he's selling to you as separate parts though, so there's got to be a little markup on this.
Yeah, just a little.
But the thing is, Numeric's at the mercy of the state law. The distributor has no choice what laws. I mean, they can fight it, but they can't. If the state says you can't send this here, the company can't send it. So there's no sense in being mad at the company.
I know, but I buy parts kits from like Apex and.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I mean, if maybe they feel like their parts do fall under and they don't want to be subject to any litigation.
I'd just like to mention, guys, where is Numeric's?
Numeric is in New York.
That's my point. They might not be able to send it from a New York location to New Jersey.
Can you just go pick it up in house?
Can you just go drive?
Let's go road trip, man. You'll be there in an hour.
You can make like a round trip date, like a day trip there.
Yeah, just make a day trip. Go up and buy it and go down.
Well, make sure you can buy it before you go.
Should be able to. Hold on. Let me check.
I'm just saying. But, yeah, we got some topics to talk about tonight. Originally, I didn't think I'd have anything, but lo and behold, Maryland didn't let us down. Neither has some other countries either, because we're going to talk about some things. We aren't going to talk about what happened in New Zealand, but we are going to reference it because apparently there's been another mass shooting in another country, and I guess we're getting blamed for it too.
We get blamed for everything.
Yeah.
We or Trump? Because there's a difference between the two.
The United States is getting blamed for it.
Yeah,
and it's just like
the entire country gets blamed.
It's just like, well, maybe if you didn't, in the Netherlands, arrest people for fighting back, which they do. You're not allowed to defend yourself in the Netherlands. You have to let the criminals walk all over you and hope you live, before they even do anything. And again, they don't even go and arrest the criminals. They just arrest you.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That is what happens in the Netherlands. If you watch one of the early episodes of Hit or Miss, one of the guys that helped me start Hit or Miss, his girlfriend was living. He was from the Netherlands, and this happened to her brother.
Yes,
he was attacked by criminals, and he was arrested for fighting back against the criminals, and so the criminals who had weapons.
Yeah, I know. It's like that all over the place in Europe. I knew somebody who was in the UK, and their cousin or something, I think he said it was arrested because his house was burglarized. He called the police to come investigate the house being burglarized. They found a baseball bat, just a baseball bat, in his bedroom and arrested him for having an illegal weapon in his bedroom.
Which is a sporting goods article.
Maybe he wanted to do batting practice in his bedroom. I mean, you can bounce it off the wall and catch it after you hit it.
It's in my room because it was my bat and it was my bedroom.
When I was reading about the New Zealand gun laws, they were saying that, or the New Zealand self-defense laws, they were saying that you have to match the force with an equal but not excessive amount. It's like, what? I can't even, the concept of that, or the concept of not being able to defend yourself, like you're going to be rational when somebody's trying to kill you, The concept of having to fight back and restrain yourself because you think your life's in danger, that makes no sense to me whatsoever.
It does not.
It's beyond my grasp. I don't. It's insanity, is what it is.
So the first one that really grinds my gears that we're going to talk about tonight is everybody's heard of the country. I think it's a country. It's called Bangladesh. Everybody's heard of them, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe they're a country. I'm not sure.
Yes, it's a country in Asia. So
I think it's
by India and
I think they're near Bhutan or something like that.
Yeah, they're over in Southeast Asia.
Get to the point.
All right. Bangladesh vows to push for gun control internationally. And I'm just like, you're one small country in Asia. Go ahead. Take all the guns away from people in your country and try and vote. Try and push for everybody else to get rid of their guns. Where go? Only the countries that have guns will invade your ass, and you won't be, you won't be a country anymore. But go for it. All right. In the wake of what happened in New Zealand, it's unsurprising that discussions have come around to gun control. It's inevitable, especially in other countries where people don't understand the basic concept of firearm ownership as a human right. which they don't. Because of the scale of the shooting and the politics surrounding it, the New Zealand incident is getting a lot more international attention than they normally would. Which it's surprising that they're getting as much attention as they are, considering the shitty gun laws in New Zealand and Australia itself. Yes, those are two different countries, but they're right next to each other. Just putting that out there. All right. For the most part, Americans are unfazed by the anti-gun push from the international community. The pro-Second Amendment advocates generally don't care what other countries have to say about American gun laws, after all, because they're not Americans. They don't live here. They didn't grow up here. They're not part of our culture. They don't have a fucking say about our laws.
Sounds about right.
Okay. But apparently we're in trouble now. It seems Bangladesh had decided to push for greater gun control internationally. Yeah, they're going to win. They're going to win, AWAC. We're going to have to give them up to Bangladesh. As if anything they have to say means jack all to the United States of America.
We have more people living in one city in this country than they have a total populace.
And,
Same.
I mean, if it wasn't for the United States, I don't think they'd be a country.
I don't know if I would go that far. Not with that.
Well, yeah, it's too far west in Asia. But again, there's also the factor of World War II. I
don't think Bangladesh was involved.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for the United States,
they would have been speaking Japanese.
Well, yeah, the Germans and the Japanese would have taken over the rest of the planet, and that's pretty hard to argue that. So Bangladesh does owe its existence to the United States.
That's my point. A lot of countries do, even though they say they don't. But you know what? The fact is,
the Japanese wanted Bangladesh. There's really nothing there.
Every country on the face of the earth owes its existence to the United States right now. If you can name a country that isn't supported or in a roundabout way or directly by the United States or our economy right now, then please share that with me, because if the United States falls, the entire world's going to go with it. And
there's always the fallback country.
Oh, I'm Canada. My bad.
No, Russia.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that Russia's. If the United States economy tanked and tomorrow we woke up and it was STHF and there was nothing, like America was done, Russia would collapse as well.
They'd be hurting.
But apparently Bangladesh thinks that they can push internationally for gun control, and everybody's just gonna
follow it.
That the European Union will be like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. We're in.
And then I guess Switzerland, the Czech Republic, probably Poland and Bulgaria will say, oh, well, we're out. They'll pull out of the European Union because they like their guns in those countries. Who knew? I mean, the Czech Republic likes their guns so much they added a constitutional amendment to allow people to have guns to defend themselves against terrorists.
Good.
And remember, in Switzerland, every male is part of the militia, so they can store their guns at home to protect against invasion because they don't have a standing army. So
yeah. So Friday.
And Poland is just Poland.
Poland is just like screw you to international everything.
And then there's Bulgaria, and they're just the same. They're the same. So, all right. Anyways, but apparently they're saying they're pushing for this because 48 Bangladeshi people have been killed in the United States in different convenience shops because of the widespread use of guns. And I'm like, But buddy, I'm looking at listen. Whoever from Bangladesh said this, I'm gonna say, buddy, people get killed in convenience shops all the damn time here in the United States. That's why most proper convenience shops have a shotgun under the counter. But that's just the way it is.
Have you ever worked in a convenience store, Night Strike?
Well, the good ones do. Some of them don't. Most of them don't. Only the good ones do. And that's when that's only the that's the non corporatized ones. You know. But again, it's just that they're saying that because 48 Bangladesh people died, that they need to go international for gun control. And I'm like, you're not an American citizen. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, not to sound racist or anything, but most people in the United States aren't going to be able to tell somebody from Bangladesh from somebody who's from India. That's all.
No.
I mean, it's not like we're intentionally going out there and targeting Bangladeshi people.
And I'll tell you what, no one's going to give a shit. Though it seems like the writer of this article is a G-Webs fan.
Big fan of 9mm.
No, because he ends it with this. For a lot of us, the original Red Dawn is a favorite movie. In the introduction, it outlines what all happened in that world up to the beginning of the action. It labels various nations falling and ends with America stands alone. The thing is, that's not nearly as daunting for us as it would be a lot of other nations. Places like Bangladesh would do well to remember that. So, but he referenced Red Dawn, so he must be a G-Webs fan. But again, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that because this one country says they're going to go for gun control and try and push it all over the world, it's going to happen?
We already have Democrats saying they're going to push for more gun control because of what happened in New Zealand. So, I mean, just leave it at that.
Yeah, and I've also been hearing because of the major push for gun control from the Democrats in this country that even their own party, even the people that have elected them are starting to get kind of pissy because some of the people that elected them don't want more gun control. Figure that one out. Who knew? There are some Democrats that don't want gun control. It's a miracle. And I'm not just talking about Yankee. Yankee's he's more independent than he is Democrat. But I guess just because they're getting elected doesn't necessarily mean they're representing the people.
I mean, because you discovered him.
What?
You know about Yankee because you discovered Yankee. I just want to make sure everyone out there knew that.
I didn't discover Yankee. That is unfound, and that is slander.
That is what you said.
That is slander.
Now he's starting to sue me for slander. See how it is?
Yeah. Just wait for my lawyers.
Have your people talk to my people.
Yeah. We'll do that. No, seriously. But we got a latecomer who's jumping in. Armament Naxus, you thought you could slip in through the back door and no one would notice you.
Notice, I just got the off angst thing and take care of some other stuff in the back. And I was like, oh, got a link. Gonna jump in. How's everybody tonight?
We're doing good. We're discussing the important topics, but we're glad you could join us. But I have to ask, AWAC, you went out and shot the PSL the other day, did you not?
I did.
So I have to ask, where's our after action report?
After action report, 20 rounds flawlessly, ran 100%, no issues.
So you didn't need to use a shim?
Nope.
Okay, good. It's always good when you don't need to use a shim.
I did basically unrivet and then had to re-rivet the PSL though. So there's like a weird gap between the rivet and the receiver.
Well, you can always fix that.
Yeah, I'll fix it eventually when I learn how to weld.
use a TIG welder, you'll be fine.
So on Friday, I am going to order a Yugoslavian M76 receiver because that's all I need in order to finish my M76.
Well, good luck. Good luck on that.
I went from little AK 545 to bigger, which is the RPK 7.62x39. I moved on to the PSL 54R, and now I'm doing an 8mm Mauser. So
I can honestly say I wish the 5.45 would have caught on a little bit more in the United States because, man, that's a hell of a round. It really is.
It was catching on, and then the ATF said, "Oh yeah, by the way, we have to ban 7 and 6 from being imported into the country because it's a no-go."
Yeah, 5.45x39 was like better than better than the 223. The AK-74. Yeah, the AK-74 round. But
no.
But I wish it would have caught on more. I really do, because I honestly thought it was a great round for the AK platform. See what I'm saying? But it did, and then, like you said, they went, oh, no. It's like, well,
all right,
there goes that.
We got Sandhills jumping out. He's going to set up for 2A Tuesday. So, wish him well. All right, and yeah, the 5.45, it's a good round. I don't think it's better than 5.56, but that's just my skewed view of 5.56, in my opinion. So take that with a grain of salt. I mean, but again, I'm not saying it's a bad round. Hell, I'd love to have an AK-74 in 5.45, just because the factor that not only would I have an AK-47, but I'd have an AK-74 in 5.45. I'd have both of the Russian cartridges. So be wonderful. Though not everyone can be like AWAC and have, the 7.62x39, the 5.45, and then, the 7.62x54.
Don't forget the 8mm, and I'm working on a 9x39 as well.
Oh my God, the 9x39. Where are you going to find ammo for that?
I reload quite.
Hey, reload. Get the brass reload.
No, we're not going down that route.
No, we're not. I'm just saying.
Now, boy, I tell you what, you can use a 124 grain full metal jacket round for a 9mm and a 9x39, and it'll function just fine.
What about your powder choice, AWAG? Let's go there.
Man, I tell you what, the best powder choice for that is IMR 3031. It's a nice quick powder, and it works perfectly for the 7.62x39. But with the larger bullet, you might have to load it a little bit lighter because of the increased diameter and weight of the 9x39.
And how about your choice of primer? Do you notice much of a difference?
Thank God, the Tactical Chicken has jumped in and graced up with his presence.
Travis,
I have to ask.
You're doing it, Travis. That's great. That's just funny.
Nice, right? These reloading chats are always a hit. Are you looking at the side chat on the YouTube side? People love this. You don't understand your audience. We love talking about ammo.
Yeah. You want to see your audience drop off? Let them get started in the reloading chat. They'll all be asleep in no time.
Gary, you jumped in. Welcome to the chat. I heard you bought a new firearm. Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's black and it's got a hole in the end of it where a gun comes out, where a bullet comes out and stuff.
Wow, it's a gun that shoots another gun, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's one hell of a deal. You got to see it. Taurus TX22. I've got videos out on both the unboxing and tabletop, and I've got a range video that came out tonight. So check it out.
Oh yeah,
I've yet to watch that, Gary. I'm curious. Did you like it?
I gotta go watch that on GunTube.
Come on, Gary, give us a little cock tease here. Was it pretty good or not?
Come on.
Depends on what aspect of it you're talking about.
Well,
parts of it were good, parts were not so good.
Okay, good. That's all we need to know. I'm excited now. This is good stuff.
All right.
And honestly, if I wasn't buying an upper, I would have ordered one by now.
Well, I'm not saying don't order it.
Oh no, I will. No. I'm saying if I wasn't buying an upper, I would have bought one by now. But I got my money going to my upper right now, so I got to do that this month.
Did you buy that upper from the GunTube link?
I will. No, I will be. I'll be going through the GunTube link on PSA when I order it. Yep.
Please do.
Hopefully, you can order it on Friday.
Because it helps GunTube make some money, not a lot, but some.
Mm-hmm.
So it usually takes 2 or 3 months to get that money out of them.
You know, I love to buy my reloading supplies through PSA too, because I find that they really have a great deal. So AWAG, have you had good luck buying brass from PSA, like for reloading?
PSA.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to piss off Night Strike. I'm just messing.
Man, I tell you what about
he's numb to it. He's gonna boot me out if I don't shut up.
Reloading brass from Graf and Sons. Graf and Sons. Now you do have to pay at least $60 for them to be able to ship. That way, it makes their shipping costs so low. But Graf and Sons has everything from 375 H&H to 17B or whatever the heck it's called. You can even have like a 208 horseradish. Okay,
now you're just making stuff up.
Nah, man.
Well, what is your favorite kind of pot?
I don't normally go down.
Pua. The 208 horseradish. They got the
okay, guys.
The 307 Fizzle Whip.
Fizzle Whip.
I don't normally go down the reloading.
What do you guys use to trim your cases with?
I use go down the Tannerite aisle.
Do you use a razor or?
I'm just thinking that when I came in, we started this because me and Foose, we got going on reloading, and every time I come in,
it's all your fault.
It's all my fault.
Speaking of losing control of chats, let him and Foose get started on the reloading. You lose control.
Oh my God! Yes.
I find
I'm a reloading freak, so
busted nuts make a fantastic polishing media. So
don't worry. I have a kick button. I know how to use it.
We know that. All right.
I've used it once or twice before. I am not afraid to use it again.
Hey, AWAG, Drucifer wants to know if you get that 208 horseradish at Arby's.
Actually, to tell you the truth, it was actually Wendy's that invented that for their what was it? Their son of Baconator. It was the 208 horseradish, so that all them FUDs can go out there with their bolt action rifles chambered in 208 horseradish, so that afterwards they use the deer and then they come back and then be like, "Hey, Wendy's, make this into a burger," and then that's how they connected the 208 horseradish and the Wendy's son of Baconator.
Okay, that's
you lost it. It's gone. It's a miss.
That's great. You ruined it, guys. Thanks for ruining hit or miss tonight for me.
I really like the Jamocha shakes at Arby's. I find them to be refreshing with just the right amount of sugar and caffeine.
They're perfect.
Okay,
Arby's.
Yeah.
Okay, let's all talk at the same time. Let's all talk at the same time.
We can do that. Don't worry.
A
Jamocha shake with a French dip, nothing better in this world.
I want a shake.
Okay, so we're meeting the snob.
What?
I'll do it again.
I dare you.
Double dog dare you.
Triple dog dare.
Quadruple.
There we go.
Oh my God, he did it again, bastard.
Oh my God.
All right, so last of the Mohicans, Elizabeth Warren claims gun laws don't reflect our values and morals. And I'm like, how is this woman still relevant?
You mean our values of freedom and independence and not wanting to be dominated by tyranny? Those are the values and morals that I understand.
She's only proven that she is the whitest woman in America. And I mean, she's whiter than sour cream and 99% of America.
What is she, like 1,112 or something crazy? Yeah. It's
listen, even with all the European genes that I've got, I've probably still got more Native American in my fucking blood than she does in her entire household.
She also wants to get rid of the Electoral College. She also wants to pay reparations. She also wants wealth redistribution.
Oh man, yeah. She also wants to add more people to the Supreme Court. So when a Democrat wins in 2020, they can stack the Supreme Court and get the advantage.
And she wants to let everyone in the country 16 and older vote. So anyone legal or illegal can vote.
Well, yeah, because they're going to vote for them. And, they're going to vote for them because, hey, we'll let you vote. And, we gave you that voting thing. So vote for us. And you're going to continue to vote for us because we're going to give you free shit.
Y'all need to join the Yang Gang, that $1,000 a month universal basic income.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
No, that's a great thing. Okay, hear me out. Okay, so you get $1,000 a month. You basically either put it away or you spend it like every single month on like firearms and ammo and like food. And by the time the economy collapses because of all the basic income, you'll be set.
So who's going to pay for this $1,000 per person again?
The taxpayers.
Billionaires.
Yeah.
The way they'll get around you being able to buy cool stuff with that money is they'll give you one of those little credit cards and they'll monitor what you can and can't buy. So if you go to swipe that little card to buy a new AK, it'll say sale declined.
I was just going to say, how much guns and ammo can you buy for $1,000 a month, let alone food to survive for a month?
You can live on a lot of ramen noodles, dude. I mean,
if you have a job plus $1,000 a month.
Well, yeah, I'm saying if you didn't have a job and the $1,000 is all you're getting, but yes, yeah,
you're not going to get very far on that.
Yeah, dang it! Just put it on a credit card or get a second job. Don't you guys know that by now?
Charge it. You'll be all right. Just charge it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do want to. She was on, the last of Mohegans was on a town hall meeting last night, and she said this. Okay, I know, I don't like quoting idiots, but we need to be aware of what these people are saying, and we need to nitpick at what they say. Okay, all right. So she said this. So here's how I look at this. Laws should reflect our values. Laws are about our morals, which you tell me any Democrat that has morals. And she says, and right now, across this country, we lose on average seven and teenagers every single day to gun violence. Just pause for a minute and think. If we're losing 7 children every single day to some mysterious virus, man, we'd be pulling out all the stops to say, what can we do to change that? Where's the medicine we need to develop? How can we respond? Where do we need where do we need to do? And I'm like,
is Elizabeth Warren pro-abortion?
No.
Yes.
Warren went on to suggest that absolutely nothing is being done to curb gun violence. But instead, with gun violence, right now, we don't do anything. Not even the most sensible kinds of things. Background checks at the federal level. No fly, no buy. Like, if you're on the terrorist watch list, maybe you shouldn't be able to buy a gun, Warren explained. Well, maybe if the Democratic Party wasn't so quick to be apologetic to all the Muslims in the damn country, maybe, that no fly, no buy list would actually work.
I'm just going to say that what are the gun laws like in Chicago? And I'll bet a lot of the teen deaths that she's talking about, statistic-wise, happen in Chicago. What are the gun laws like there? Whatever.
Most teen deaths are gang-related.
There you go. And like I said, is she pro-abortion? If she is, shut the fuck up. Because, if it saves one child's life, but you're pro-abortion, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. The woman that is 1,024th Native American is going to tell me that she's going to school me on morals. Really?
The problem with the no fly, no buy is it's really easy to end up on a no fly list. And there, especially after the Patriot Act, it's super easy to end up on some type of terrorist watch list.
I mean, what's next? Is she going to get Hillary Clinton to teach us all about cybersecurity? Are we going to bring back Ted Kennedy and ask for driving lessons? Okay, but this is the
That was
ridiculousness.
funny. That was funny, by the way.
that might have been for some of the older generation to understand, but they know. But,
yeah, I'm old. Shut up.
But where does this end? When do they stop saying stupid things like this so we don't have to make jokes about it? But it shows how out of touch the Democratic representatives are with the American people in this country. I mean, yeah, she doesn't have to worry about about someone breaking into her house and taking her stuff. She's got a wall around her house. It's called a fence, but she's got a wall around her house, but she doesn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah, she's got a wall around her house to keep the bad people out, but she's against the wall on the border, right?
And she's got 24-hour armed security that have firearms. But you know what? If she wants to get rid of guns, if she wants more gun control, then you know what? You can have more gun control if you give up your security detail, or at least tell them to get rid of their firearms. So they can stand in front of you and take the bullet for you, instead of, shooting back, because you don't want those same people having firearms.
Night Strike, I've said this. Yes, I'm old, but I've been watching this a long time, and you are quoting things that I quoted a long, long time ago, looking at politicians and all the BS that they got their private security, and they're on the shall we say the elite thing, and and it's like all these people that live in this little elite group, they're anti-gun and this and that, but oh boy, they sure love their armed security.
Yeah, they love their armed security. They love their gated communities. They love the security guards that are armed at their gated communities. But what happens to the point when the companies that they hire to secure them can't own firearms anymore because it's too costly, or because, hey, guess what? They don't want people having guns. Well, you know what? Then they're going to have to decide that maybe they don't need armed security anymore because it's so safe, right?
Yeah. I say we should just ban evil. That should stop everything, right?
That's pretty much the solution right there.
Yep. Just ban evil. That'll stop it all. Sorry.
I've been waiting on him to say.
We're gonna put AWAG into a rant now. Banning evil is just like what New Jersey just did with trying to tax rain.
We banned rain.
Yeah.
We need to ban rain because AWAG no longer wants to be taxed by rain.
Yeah. New Jersey saw how well that was working in Maryland and decided it was a good idea for them to do it too.
I mean, could you see the state of Washington trying to put a tax on rain?
Oh my God, they would get all it never stops raining, right? It rains every day.
Yeah, no, it's more of a mist, but regardless. That's what they say, okay? I'm just quoting them.
That affects all the countries that have rainforests.
But that's just the ridiculousness of the whole taxing that. I just had to mention it because I wanted to send AWAG into a rant because he had this ridiculously long, thought out rant on this whole rain tax, and he was pissed off about it.
I'm very pissed. Okay, here's the thing about it is, if you have non-porous drive surfaces, the municipalities can tax you pretty much whatever they want on these, like concrete, anything that's not porous, quote unquote, even though concrete is porous technically. And it's so upsetting that like these politicians don't know what they're going to do because essentially the idea is people are just going to say, I can't do this anymore with my concrete. Taxes are too high already. New Jersey is already the highest tax state on average in the United States. We have the highest, property taxes, gas tax. We have, it's ridiculous here. But people are going to start removing their concrete driveways, and it's just going to be mud. So what will that make the municipalities look like if everybody has like these pretty much sloppy mud driveways?
Wait a minute. You're telling me that if the more concrete you got, they're going to tax you more?
Yes.
Okay, you know something? I work for a company that'll take all your concrete out and grind it up and put it back as ground up stone, and it'll probably get past that law. But you're absolutely correct. You're going to tax me because I have more concrete? What the?
Oh my God. That'll be really good for the environment.
Well, but I hope that the state capital is prepared to pay for all that concrete they've got.
Oh, they're immune to it because that's a state.
I was going to say, yeah, they're immune. You know, most of the laws that are written by our government, depending on state or federal, they're immune to it. They don't have to follow those laws.
Thank you for proving my point and totally derailing it, but good job.
You had a point.
That was the point.
That was the point. So
that was the point of the elite don't have to follow it. We do. Elites.
Yeah, Obamacare is a perfect example of that. Congress didn't have to follow Obamacare. They expressly excluded themselves in the bill.
Yep. And hey, remember, we got to pass it to see what's in it, right?
Yeah. Oh, and it wasn't just while they were in Congress either. It was for the rest of their lives they were exempted from it.
Yep. So, with that, do we have any other topics to talk about? Does anybody else want to talk about anything? I just that's all I got.
So, does anybody think this Republican effort to put in a constitutional amendment to limit the Supreme Court to 9 will make it through the House? I mean, remember, it's got to get 2/3 of the House to pass.
I doubt it.
I doubt it'll make it through the House. It'll probably make it through the Senate, but not the House.
This is dead in the water, but they're doing that to try and hold off the 2020 candidates from their whole, we're going to increase the number of the Supreme Court that we were talking about earlier. So, yeah.
Now, if Trump gets reelected, though, they'll shut up about that real quick.
Yep.
They'll probably just say Russia collusion again.
Yeah, Trump's already said if he's the president, he's not signing in any increase of the Supreme Court.
Well, they're going to have to find somebody better than Beto or all these other ones, Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren, to beat Trump.
I hope Beto O'Rourke does actually get the nomination because quite honestly, if you haven't seen in the past 24 hours, there's been some shit that has been brought to light on his ass. Not only has he been arrested, for DUI, and that mugshot is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
He's also been implicated to be part of a hacking group, internet security, an internet hacking group. And I hate to say, if those guys have done anything bad, because he's found to be in association with them, he could get charged for anything they've done illegal.
Yeah, and just wait for the primaries, guys. Wait for the Democratic primary. We're going to have Pocahontas against a faux Mexican.
The Democratic National Committee, a bunch of faux candidates.
Well,
show.
There you go.
Just look back at when we found out that the old Dems, pushed Bernie out and, made Hillary at the top and the way they did it. And it was all crooked. It's like, come on.
I don't like Bernie because he's a socialist.
I don't either.
But at the same time, even when they said Hillary was the nomination, even I said Bernie got shafted.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I saw the writing on the wall.
Yep.
Bernie did. I don't agree with any of the shit he says, but he got shafted because I would tell you he would have been a harder candidate for Trump to beat, though not by far, not by much, but still a harder candidate than Hillary was.
Yeah, Hillary was Bernie's running again, so it's going to be
He's running again, but with the shit that's the shit that's been going on, I don't think he has leg this time.
You really think Bernie got ripped off, or do you really think Bernie knew what was going on? I vote that Bernie was in on it from the very beginning, so Hillary didn't rob him. They set it up that way.
They probably set it up to where he took the shaft, but he got a what is it, the sports equivalent? He got paid to take a dive.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder why the Democrats are letting Bernie even run on their ticket, because he's technically an independent.
I was just going to say the same thing.
An independent and not a Democrat.
He's about as independent as libertarians are conservative, which isn't. Bernie is a Democrat. Is a Democrat's a Democrat, just like
Bernie's a socialist.
Okay, what's the difference?
Bernie's as Democrat as what was it, Ortiz Cortez?
What's the difference between Democrat and socialist then?
Well, Bernie's whole point for why he's an independent is because there isn't a socialist party.
Right. Yeah, that makes him a Democrat.
There is a socialist party. He's saying there is
on the national level. There is no major national socialist party. That's why he registered as independent.
Wait, if there was a National Socialist Party, wouldn't he be a Nazi?
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty much it.
I was just going to say, because there's a Democrat Party that's, but the Socialist Party and Independent. Well, he joined the Democrats to. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Bernie's been in Congress, because remember, he was in Congress before the Senate, before the Democrats went full socialist.
Well, there are believe it or not, there are registered Nazi political parties in the United States.
Yes,
they never get elected. They don't hardly ever have candidates that ever get anywhere because of what they are. But the issue is, it's called Nazis, so they are National Socialists.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of fine tuning there, but
there is. Again, you're right. But at the same time, there are National Socialist parties, but he doesn't want to join them because he doesn't want to be labeled a Nazi. That's the real kicker.
Well, there's no major.
What Range says is true, though. I mean, you don't want to give Bernie too much crap because his brother invented the best fried chicken franchise.
The Colonel, the Colonel,
yeah,
the Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders. Yeah.
No, no. Bernie's not from Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't
one, Gary. Good one.
Damn it, quit it. Night Strike invented Colonel Sanders, so drop that.
Didn't Colonel Sanders have a U in his name? I don't remember.
I didn't know it was South Carolina fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
isn't that going against your whole?
That's right. He went to high school
thing. Come on, fried gizzard, Gary. I mean,
Yeah, KFC don't sell gizzards.
Some of them do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, there's some of them that do.
Well,
what?
If you went to the ones in Kentucky, you'd know.
It's only certain ones that do, but there are some that have gizzards on the menu.
Google says that chicken livers and gizzards are available on the KFC menu in some regions of the United States. Some even offered on the all-you-can-eat buffet.
They just don't do it in Kansas.
Travis.
Yeah, the one in Ozark, Missouri, or not Ozark. What the crap's that town? Anyways, they have an all-you-can-eat buffet, and it has gizzards on the buffet. As a matter of fact,
Branson.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's between Springfield and Joplin. I can't remember the town.
And there's, the ones in Kentucky do as well. So, because Colonel Sanders knew how to fry every part of that damn bird.
Y'all know that Kentucky Fried Chicken is pressure cooked before it's fried, correct?
Yes, we know that. Thank you, Armament Axis, for ruining the illusion for everyone watching.
Okay. I'm not complaining. I kind of enjoy Kentucky Fried. Their $5 fill-up box is great.
Mount Vernon is the town, just in case you're wondering.
Yes. All right.
Mount Vernon.
All right. So, anything else?
AWAG's a terrible driver.
Then we already discussed that.
I know. I was just bringing it up again.
Look at this. I'm surprised the cops aren't following him, and I'm surprised he's not driving a Ford Bronco.
Oh, is he driving the Jeep Gladiator? Is that what he's in right now, or what?
I guess.
He didn't murder anybody, Night
Oh, a
Strike.
little two-door Jeep
A
pickup.
bad driver.
Well, he's playing a video game, so I wouldn't put it past him. Doing a video game, you can do whatever you want.
This is making it more difficult to drive.
Yeah, it looks like
So,
you're either driving in California or Arizona.
You got that GTA vision.
AWAG, you may want to use the launcher to free up free space. I just want to let you know that, okay? Oh, wow, that's going to hurt. Wow.
Wow.
Man, Calaveras is going to be so upset when he saw what you did to his Jeep.
Oh, man.
Next time, AWAG, you need to use a Honda Civic.
Oh, now, come on, be nice.
Woo,
AWAG
off-road.
can buy my Honda Civic if he wants to, and then he can really do it in real life.
You know, but yeah, then he'd have a car that would actually work.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Going off-roading, boys.
Hey,
Yeah,
Night
yeah,
Strike, I'm going to
perfect.
go ahead and bail. I'm going to head on
All
over
right.
to
All right,
Sand Hills.
so
Yep.
give us your outro first.
Oh, man. All right. Check out the channel, TravsP11 on YouTube. And also, guys, I'm on guntube.org and gunchannels.com. Check out Caliber Corner Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. It's a little podcast that we do. A lot of the guys on the panel here show up for it. And that's about it, man. I appreciate the invite. Thank you. Oh, subscribe to everybody on this panel. They got great channels, lots of good content. So make sure you go check them out.
Ooh.
Night
Midnight
Travis.
Range is saying Gizzard Gary is stealing my material. Do you approve Night Strike 1? You know, if Gary's gonna steal your material, you know what my grandfather used to say, and my grandfather was Italian. He used to say, "You snooze, you lose." And Midnight Range, if you're asleep at the chopping block, well, I guess you know, Gizzard Gary's gonna snatch it.
Yeah, I gotta pop over to Sandy's chat.
All right, give us your outro.
My only outro is thanks for having me. Appreciate it. And everybody go check out guntube.org. It's a place that loves your guns, and it's not a bunch of corporate nonsense and crap. So go support guntube.org.
Yeah.
Night, David.
See you guys. Thanks for having me.
Later, David.
Bye bye. Yeah, I gotta hop over there too. I don't know. Gizzard, do you get a link yet? I got them.
Oh, let me look.
I got a link.
Yeah, I got a link. I did.
Yeah. I'm gonna be hopping over there too.
Okay,
Sunday
so
night, Unloaded Media. Go over there. Sunday nights.
Give me the bird.
Bye bye.
The bird. The bird.
Bird is the word. All right. Check out GizzardGary.com and check him out on YouTube, GunTube, and other places. Gary, give us one more for the road. There we go. There we go. All right. Snob, you want to give us your outro?
Sure.
You have a tagline now.
I have a tagline. Just put it on a credit card.
Okay.
But thank you, Squid, for the tag. And if y'all haven't seen it, make sure you go watch my interview with the president of OK2A. So
Awesome.
Sweet.
And it is on its way to guntube.org as we speak. So you can go over there and watch it.
Good. All right. So, I'm gonna address some questions that are out there on the chat real quick before we just decide to close it. Shred is asking, Night Strike, are you going to be able to get the live streaming to save on guntube.org? Yes, I just can't do it right now because I don't have the funds to pay the guy to figure out what's wrong with it. And that's some great driving there, AWAC, getting stuck on those steps.
Well, you know,
The Jeep, it should be able to go up the steps.
the wheelbase is too long.
Man.
It bottomed out. Oh, Foos is here. Hey, Foos, you want to talk reloading?
Is this 539
Okay.
or 545 or
No. Tread is also asking me what software do you need to use to go live on GunTube. Well, the only software you need to use is OBS Studio, and that is a free open source software that you can use to go live on GunTube. You just set it up to use your camera or your webcam, or you can just put an image there and talk and use that. You can't add anybody to the chat because it's just a single person with that software. you'd have to set up like a Hangout or something, and set that software to look at the Hangout and record the voices and your microphone. But
come on, man, you need to step up your game.
Just a single person, married people can't use it?
No, married people can use it, yes. But I mean, it's just a singular individual.
Well, if married people can't use it, I guess Gizzard and I are, we're free. We can do it, right?
Yeah.
Knife Strike's good. He's on it 24/7.
Yeah, Foose is also good because he ain't married yet either.
But I'm not single.
Well, you're not married, so there you go.
But I'm not single.
I had a wife once.
You say that. You say that now.
I did too.
Give it a month or two, Foose. Give it a month or two.
A month or two, I'm still not going to be single.
Well, good luck.
All I can say is this: is being single is a lot easier.
It is.
That's why I'm still single.
Look, nothing against the women, nothing against relationships or nothing, but did it. But
I don't want Vanessa Kitty getting pissed off at me, so you guys be nice.
Just being single is easier. That's all. You got to worry about you.
Hear a funny joke.
Okay.
Women.
Trey is saying that sounds way too complicated. It's not complicated. It's just that I don't have the funding to make it easier. Or make it sound less complicated.
Sell your body. You could make up the money and
No, wait a minute. You said you don't have the funding to make it easier. Being single is funding easier than being with somebody because
No.
Oh,
being
unless
single,
she's supporting you, well, whatever.
So no. Being single, you spend more money on guns. When you're with someone, she says no.
Yeah, and I say, screw you. I'm going to buy it anyway because I like being single because, screw you.
And now we know how you got divorced.
Not really. But anyway, no, it's my money, and I'm going to do what I want with my money.
What I want.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but if you want to help me fix some of these problems with GunTube, check out.
Poor Conservative says, yeah, watch Foose's video, his semi-auto and not shooting blanks. I didn't know I had a. Okay.
That's
I'm
great.
not sure what Poor Conservative is getting to, but okay.
If you want to help GunTube fix some of these problems, check GunTube's Patreon out.
Buy stuff from the Brownells link that's at GunTube.
Buy stuff from the links on the top of the GunTube page. Other than that, check out the GunTube t-shirt store with Spreadshirt. And last note, I may or may not be going to Tulsa. There's the link to the Indiegogo campaign. If I do not get the funding, I am not going to Tulsa this year. So
how much are you away?
I've only got $370 out of the $1,000 needed.
Damn.
So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go. But again, if people are waiting on the last minute, it's there.
Well, speaking of Tulsa, I'm taking a guy who's born in England and has been in country for 3 months, 4 months. This is going to be his first gun show.
Yeah, I really do want to go to Tulsa, but I can't get rid of anything. I can't sell anything fast enough to be able to make up $700 worth of cash. I don't have anything worth that.
I would say your body, but yeah, I've seen you. Yeah.
You've seen me, so that's not going to work. And no, I'm Catholic, so I can't do porn. Sorry.
Dude, there's always gay porn. It's okay.
No, it's
worse.
It's against my religion.
I mean, if you
take
it,
that was just a Night Strike hit on.
Actually, no. If you check the chat, Leo Red said, check out Night Strike on Pornhub.
I know. I just guys saying gay porn. What the? Okay, whatever, dude. Yeah.
No, I can't.
I'll let it go.
I may not be the best Catholic in the world, but I do adhere to the hardcore stuff where they say don't do porn, don't be a prostitute, that kind of things.
Don't have sex before marriage.
Don't have sex before marriage. Don't kill people. I kind of adhere to some of that stuff.
As long as you're not like the Catholic priest that plays with the altar boys.
I don't like altar boys. Thank you.
I'm not ragging on you, just joking. You know what I'm saying?
No, I certainly like women. There was a point in Tulsa last year where I saw a chick that looked really nice, and I stopped a second to look, and Matt Never Enough Ammo was standing right next to me. He's like, I saw what you're looking at. I approve.
Hey, Night Strike, I remember you and me having a conversation one night on the phone about all this, and you and me coming from the same point of view of, yeah, I can look nice, but can I put up with it? Can I deal with it? Can I do that, or do I? Yeah.
It doesn't cost. As long as you don't get caught, it doesn't cost you anything to look.
No price for looking, right?
Nope. It's called window shopping, buddy.
Yes. You should window shop before you buy anything, right?
So does the Catholic Church allow that too?
I don't know.
Well, as long as I say 2 Hail Marys and go to confession, I think I'll be fine. But
jeez.
But on another note, yeah. So if anyone wants to help me out to try and get me to Tulsa, I added a $50 reward where you get a miscellaneous patch. I'm throwing some of the GunTube.org patches in that. I'm throwing the coin in there, one of the challenge coins. I'm also throwing some stickers that I have being made for that. But if I don't get it, then I don't send anything out, and you guys get your money back. So there you go.
What you need to do on top of that is, since you said that we were going to be able to shave your beard if you got to go, you ought to put locks of your beard in each one.
No, I'm not doing that because nobody wants this. Nobody wants this, trust me.
No, I mean, there's going to be some voodoo goddess out there. I'll be like,
I don't want any voodoo people doing anything. I don't believe in voodoo, but I don't want to mess with voodoo, okay?
Do that voodoo that you do. Hey, you know you're going to need sheep shears to trim that beard, right?
Got any of them AR-10 parts?
I bought my gimbal for $50, so I'm not.
That was $50 that could have went to Tulsa.
Yeah, but again, that's also $50 I used to do to take video at the Civil War reenactment too. I am using it for the channel, so that's why I got it, because I actually did need one. I mean, I've got a new tripod, but Foos, have you ever tried taking video at a museum with a tripod? It doesn't work well. I tried it; it didn't work well.
No, I don't try to take video at museums. I'm at the museum to look at the pieces.
Yeah.
And read and yeah.
Hey, Night Strike, I was curious that, watching that Civil War reenactment, and I know they're just loading powder and patches, but man, they're so close. And I'm like, none of them guys are getting hit in the face with anything.
No. If you really look, whenever they go and they fire, they're firing over each other's heads by
firing at their heads or over their heads or at their feet. Yeah, I know.
It's just in case a projectile or something would happen to go down.
Yeah, there's no projectile. It's a patch and some powder, but yeah.
I know what Pyrodex smells like, and I'm telling you right now, every single one of those guys were using Pyrodex.
Yep. Not old school black powder. FF.
Not old school. They weren't using old school black powder in that video. They were using all using Pyrodex because it smelled like Pyrodex. And here's the difference. You can tell the difference between normal black powder and Pyrodex. Black powder smells more like sulfur, whereas Pyrodex just smells like Pyrodex.
Pyrodex is more modern or nitroglycerin based kind of thing. So
but it still has a smell, and it smells awful.
It doesn't smell like sulfur, though.
It doesn't smell like sulfur, so it doesn't smell like rotten eggs.
Right? Yep, rotten eggs. Yep.
But it still smells pretty bad. And if the smoke gets in your eyes water.
Oh so yeah, they're gonna burn. They're gonna burn.
It's exactly like black powder. So
like I said though, I watched that video, man. I was watching it and I'm like, man, that's cool. And the one thing I just thought to myself, it's like, man, none of them guys got eye protection, and
they didn't have that back then.
Well, no, they didn't. But you're
didn't have fire decks back then either.
Yeah, exactly, Gary.
I mean, glasses did exist back then, but nobody was using them for safety.
Well, yeah, I get that.
They only used them to read, and at that point, they kept them in their pockets.
Yeah, I use them to read now. Like I said, though, the reenactment thing, it's like, I'm just amazed that, and these guys shoot cannons at each other. And of course, there's no, projectile or anything, but it's like, I'm just amazed.
When you got that much powder, that's quite a boom.
I'm just amazed nobody gets hurt. That's awesome.
Yeah, but also, I just want to let everyone know, I've already stated this on Patreon, but I'm going to let everyone know here that I am going to actually, since the patrons decided that they wanted me to split the entire footage I have up in parts, I'm going to start splitting all that video up into parts and release it in, 5 or 10-minute parts. Because I've got about the whole battle lasted for about an hour. I did get some video lost because of overheating, but I'm going to let you know right now, if you're taking footage and your cameras aren't overheating, there's a problem, because cameras do overheat. It's a problem with taking video and whatnot. If you haven't noticed, Othias had that problem with seeing Arsenal for a long while until he could get a camera that didn't overheat after a certain amount of time. So, anyways, that's it. Again, if you guys want to help me out, go to Tulsa. I have rewards. I have 2A coins. I've got Don't Tread on Me coins, challenge coins on the rewards list. I've got patches. I've got stickers. If you want to help out, please help me get to Tulsa. If not, we'll continue doing videos, but they won't be as with as much enthusiasm because I'll have to figure out to do something else. So, with that, we'll see you later. I'm going to go work on GunTube and other things. So, thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss.
Night, guys.
Give him the bird!
Shut up, me infringed!
Bird is a word.
Catchphrase.
Adios, Felicia.